The early days of television, how classic shows changed America forever. From a curious novelty to the most powerful medium of the 20th century, television transformed how Americans lived, laughed, and understood their world. This is the story of the groundbreaking shows and visionary creators who shaped the golden age of television. This program is brought to you by Series of Thoughts as part of their culture and entertainment series. We begin with Chapter 1, The Dawn of a New Medium. Television's rise from novelty to household staple was unprecedented. In 1950, only 20% of U.S. households owned a set. By 1960, this figure soared to 90%. In just 10 years, this new medium fundamentally transformed American culture, replacing radio as the dominant broadcast medium. Early TV was fueled by innovators like Philo Farnsworth, who created the first electronic television system in 1927, and Vladimir Zworykin, whose iconoscope camera tube made commercial broadcasting practical. Fierce patent wars between inventors and corporations drove continuous innovation forward. The television set created a, quote, living room revolution. It became the new centerpiece of American domestic life. Families rearranged their homes, scheduled their evenings, and built new rituals around this mesmerizing box that brought the world into their homes. Our second chapter focuses on the golden age of television comedy, which launched some of the most influential programs in history. I Love Lucy, starring Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz, was a phenomenon. It pioneered the three-camera technique, established the syndication model, and achieved a cultural breakthrough by featuring an interracial marriage on primetime TV, challenging existing racial attitudes. The Honeymooners, premiering in 1955, brought authentic working-class America to the screen. Jackie Gleason's portrayal of Ralph Cramden resonated with millions, depicting financial struggles and marital squabbles with humor and heart. It set a template for character-driven sitcoms for decades to come. Your Show of Shows, airing from 1950 to 1954, was the birthplace of TV variety comedy. Starring Sid Caesar and Imogene Coca, its writer's room was an unprecedented gathering of genius, including Mel Brooks and Carl Reiner, defining sketch comedy for the next 50 years. I Love Lucy demonstrated a new kind of family on screen, a marriage built on genuine partnership, mutual respect, and love that transcended cultural boundaries, setting a powerful example for the viewing public. Chapter 3 examines television's role in shaping social norms. TV shows of the 1950s reinforced the idealized American family image, the wise father and the perfect homemaker. This sanitized vision became aspirational, shaping cultural expectations about gender roles, domestic life, and normalcy. Early TV largely presented a whitewashed screen, with minority characters often absent or stereotypical. Though Desi Arnaz was a rare breakthrough, the cancellation of the Nat King Cole Show due to sponsor reluctance starkly illustrated the economic forces maintaining television's color line. As the 1960s began, television news coverage of the civil rights movement brought the harsh reality of racial injustice into American homes. Images of police brutality against peaceful protesters helped shift public opinion and built support for civil rights legislation. Nat King Cole's show's cancellation, despite his immense popularity, revealed the profound influence of sponsors' fears on cultural gatekeeping, proving that breaking racial barriers was a continuous, uphill battle. Chapter 4 explores television's impact on politics and public opinion. Television became a critical political force. It prioritized the visual advantage, making a candidate's appearance vital. Campaign advertising bypassed party establishments, speaking directly to voters. Televised debates created shared moments of civic engagement that could shift electoral outcomes. The power of live news coverage created shared national experiences. From the 1949 Kathy Fiscus rescue attempt to the continuous coverage of the JFK assassination in 1963, television united Americans in moments of tragedy and history, cementing its role in civic life. Television played a key agenda-setting role. News networks decided which stories merited coverage and how to frame them, influencing viewer interpretation, shaping public opinion, and sometimes even influencing policy decisions. During the 4 days after President Kennedy's assassination, television became America's living room, uniting a shocked nation to mourn and begin healing together. Its power to create shared collective experience was undeniable. Chapter 5 delves into the social and cultural transformations driven by early television. Television changed family dynamics. Dinnertime conversations were replaced by the silent living room, centered around the TV set. It became, quote, the electronic babysitter, raising concerns about its influence on children and family interaction patterns. The medium fueled the rise of consumerism and materialism. Through constant advertising, television promoted the suburban ideal, the latest automobiles, and modern conveniences, positioning constant acquisition as necessary to achieve the American dream. Television played a major role in fashion and lifestyle. Styles seen on screen or worn by celebrities reached millions simultaneously, leading to cultural homogenization and influencing what Americans considered modern and desirable nationwide. Television didn't just reflect consumer culture, it actively created it. Through aspirational programming and endless commercials, the medium taught Americans to desire, compare, and consume, fundamentally reshaping the nation's relationship with material goods. Chapter 6 explores the enduring legacy of early television shows. I Love Lucy's influence is immense. The multi-camera technique remains the standard for sitcom production. Lucille Ball's comedic excellence set the template for physical comedy, and Desilu Productions' syndication model permanently changed TV economics. The Honeymooners provided a blueprint for sitcoms, establishing character archetypes and focusing on realistic, situational humor over gimmicks. Its working-class authenticity paved the way for shows like All in the Family and beyond. The writer's room of Your Show of Shows produced comedic geniuses like Mel Brooks, Neil Simon, and Carl Reiner. The live sketch comedy format they pioneered directly influenced Saturday Night Live and continues to define modern comedy. Every modern sitcom stands on the shoulders of these giants. The foundational storytelling techniques, character development, and production methods established in the Golden Age remain essential tools for today's television creators. Chapter 7 considers television's lasting impact on society. Television created a national culture built on shared experiences, crossing regional and class boundaries. It shaped everything from family structures and gender roles to political culture and consumer values, actively constructing the American identity. Television has evolved from the three networks of the 1950s to today's fragmented digital streaming landscape. Yet, the foundational elements established during the Golden Age remain remarkably influential in modern storytelling and production. In conclusion, television's early days catalyzed a revolution in American life. It transformed entertainment, politics, and social norms with unprecedented speed. The classic shows of the Golden Age created a powerful and enduring legacy that still shapes our collective understanding of the world. Thank you. Let's celebrate the pioneers who brought television into our homes, the inventors, the creative geniuses, and the performers. Their legacy lives on in the structure of our media landscape and the cultural conversations we continue to have.